How's it going, everybody? This is TheRedHeadGamer, and I would like to welcome you guys to part 1 of my Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai campaign. Anyway, I kind of decided who I wanted to play as. I wanted to play as somebody who is part of the Shogunates for sure, because all the campaigns I've been seeing seem to be Imperial for some reason. So I decided upon the Jozai clan simply because I think they have the coolest emblem and the coolest uniforms so far. I mean, the Shogunate clans. I mean, I really do think that the Tosa clan of the Imperials has pretty cool outfits as well, especially the Red Bear Infantry. But the idea of playing as guerrilla warriors who are also samurai, who fight for the glory of the Shogunate, is just too much for me to pass up, in my opinion. And that's why I'm going to play as them. Anyway, we're going to be doing a short campaign on medium difficulty, because I really don't feel like playing a long campaign or anything like that. I'm thinking about playing Rome 2, but I'm afraid of how long the campaign is. I mean, I looked at the victory conditions and oh boy, that's long. Anyway, I'm gonna be quiet for a while as the cutscene plays, so I hope to see you guys after it's done. If it decides to load, that is. Jesus. Even with a new computer.
After the Sengoku Jidai, peace reigned for 200 years. In Kyoto, the emperor continued as divine head of state. But real power was held by the Tokugawa shogunate. For 2 centuries, they ruled with absolute authority. Japan prospered. The people were content. In 1853, American warships changed everything. The Shogun welcomed the West and signed the Treaty of Peace and Amity. The gates to Japan were open. Trade was established, but the agreements favored the Western powers. The economy faltered, and the people suffered. In 1863, the emperor overruled the shogun. An imperial decree ordered the expulsion of all Western powers. 10 years of diplomacy cast into the sea. The Western powers gave their answer.
Prepare to run out the guns. On my command, fire!
The emperor brought death to his people. The imperialists would pay for their misguided actions. Order had to be restored. To strengthen our position, the Shogun allied with the French. We will study their ways and discover their secrets. Only then can we destroy the fools around the emperor and return honor to Japan. The Shogun must be victorious. Jozai domain. Our clan, the Hayashi, was honored greatly when the shogunate granted us these lands, and we have served with honor ever since. Imperial forces now conspire to oust the shogun from power, and we must protect our lord from those who lack his wisdom. The shogunate and all it represents must be protected for the good of Japan. Our first priority should be to establish ties with other loyal domains. The shogun's enemies must be stopped before they seize Edo. Conquering their provinces will protect the shogunate in the short term. The imperialists may also invade by sea, making our position vital to the defense of Edo. If we are to prevent them gaining the upper hand, we must ensure that they do not seize Kyoto. When war finally comes, the people of Jozai will be counted among the brave defenders of Japan, fighting in the face of adversity for the shogun.
The Boshin War is a conflict between the forces of the shogun.
Yeah, we've heard that a million times before, we get it. It's a conflict between the shogunate and the emperor. Nobody really cares, though. So, let's get this over with. First order of business, it seems we have this little, province to the north of us, which we're at war with, so we better take care of them first. I'm going to send my ship up to blockade their port real quick, and, yeah. Seems to be a good first order of business, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I probably should upgrade my economy here. So I'll upgrade the mine and the farm and the port just to get some bonus income. And I'll move my army to the border. That way I can intimidate them. And we'll end our turn. Man, I gotta say, this new computer is amazing. Just look at the graphics and the quality. And look how fast the shields are going by. Man, that never happened in the other Total War games when I had my older computer. This is amazing. Anyway, we're gonna end turn again here, just to basically build up our forces and get the economy buildings built up here. Mission issued. Capture the following province, Shimosa, and we get the Shogun's authority, which allows us to, what was it? Oh yeah, it basically allows us to convert the province to pro-Shogun faster. So let's see here. I'm wondering if I should upgrade this to a large town or not. I'm still trying to decide about that. And it seems the Koga clan, the guys to the north of us, have taken their army out of their city, which is pretty odd, but whatever. To each their own, I suppose. We'll also recruit a few troops here. I'll recruit 2 matchlock levies and a Yari levy. Then we'll end our turn again. I want to attack them when winter's over so I don't suffer attrition. I know attrition doesn't do too much damage, but I just don't like it. It drives me nuts, honestly. Alright. We got a pretty decent army here going. I'm not gonna lie to you, my whole tactic right now is just to build a huge old army and basically bulldoze through all these provinces near me while they're still weak. And then once I'm done bulldozing, I'll basically turtle up a little bit, build up my economy, get a huge income, then build huge armies that nobody can really stand against, and then crush the enemies of the shogunate. That's my whole plan right now, honestly. So yeah, it's been a while since I've talked to you guys. I know, I'm sorry, I really am. Basically I quit making videos because I realized that my video quality was pretty poor compared to everybody else's. And people weren't afraid to tell me it. I mean, I was getting private messages and comments which were like, "Hey bro, your quality sucks." And I'm like, "I know, man. I'm sorry. You know, I can't really control it though, so forgive me. And the reason I couldn't control it was because I didn't have the money for it. And you know, being a poor college student who enjoys making video games as a hobby, well, video game videos as a hobby, it's kind of difficult to get that nice hundreds of dollars worth of equipment. Until now, that is. So, now that I got it, I am going to be back to making videos like normal. And I'm going to have a ball with this. I got so many games lined up for you guys that I couldn't play when I had my old computer. I'm going to be playing Shogun 2. I'm going to be playing Rome 2. I'm going to be playing Mass Effect, Deus Ex, Revolution. You name it, pretty much. I mean, all these games I couldn't play before, I'm going to be playing hardcore. And you guys are going to be seeing the Let's Plays. I hope you all enjoy it. Anyway, they have a pretty decent army here at their city, so we're just going to keep sieging. I'm not going to let them, I'm not going to attack them, because attacking them in their castle would be suicide. So I'm just going to continue the siege for now, and basically wait for them to leave their castle to attack me, so I have the advantage here. I also got my ships in nearby, so I can bombard if I need to. So let's see what they do here. Wow. Okay, Koga clan, that's fine with me. You go ahead and move your dudes away from the city, outside of support range. I'm cool with that. Yeah, we pretty much got this one in the bag, so I'll just auto-resolve it and take the city here. I can't believe they did that, though. That was pretty stupid of them. We're gonna peacefully occupy. And we completed the mission. We got the Shogun's authority. Now we're gonna be converting people to pro-Shogun faster. And I'll repair all these buildings like the stronghold and the port, because they got damaged during the fight. And I'll take the army out of it for a sec, just to finish off these Koga rebels. And this is an easy win as well, so I'm just going to auto-resolve this one as well. Sorry, guys. Anyway, decisive victory. We killed the Koga rebels. Their blood has been spilt on this ground, and our general has leveled up. So, let's upgrade him once we get him back to the city here. So let's see what we got here. We got aggressor, which basically increases your attack, and then we got defense, which increases defense. We'll go with defense for now. We also got a choice between Injitsu Master and Boken. Injitsu's 1+2 attack for all units, and Boken's sword units, so it looks like we're going with Injitsu because that's overall. And I don't think I'll be using sword units anytime soon. So it'll be nice too. Well, actually, Injitsu would be better anyway because it increases all of them. What am I talking about? Boy, it is really early in the morning right now, as you can tell. Look at all that smoke coming from the city. You can tell there's a lot of burning bodies in the middle of that town square right now. I do believe I have done my job well. Anybody want to buy my barbecue sauce? It's called the Demon Lord's barbecue sauce. It's very spicy. And just so you know, it's delicious. I'm also going to send my shinobi up here to the north to scout out a little bit, find some new targets for our glorious conquest of Japan. Hopefully we'll find some weak imperial nations which we can easily gobble up into our giant conglomerates. But if not, well, I'm fine with that too. That's all I gotta say. I still can't get over how fast those shields are going. Oh boy, that is really nice. I don't care what anyone says, man. It is really, really nice. And it looks like we found a clan here, and they're hostile towards us because they're imperial. That's always nice. We also got the Utsumiya, I believe that's how you pronounce it. They're also imperial. And they're up here, so let's go check them out real quick. Nah, I will next turn. I'm hoping they're all weak though. Because oh boy. So much land, so little time to claim for the shogunate. I'm also going to be making baby smoothies and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, research. I always forget about that for some reason. It looks like it already researched the... Yeah, we already got the first 2 civil policies, so let's go with consular court. I'm fine with that. I usually like researching the civil technologies first to up my economy, and then once I have a huge economy and I can like afford these massive stacks, I like to research military to make those stacks insanely awesome. But I usually don't have to because I have such a huge army, I can just overwhelm everybody. I mean, there are times that kind of drive me up the wall because the enemy has all these like hardcore elite upgraded units, like, you know, like Katana Kachis with like 7 levels of experience or something that just instantly destroy mine. But I usually don't run into that too often, until the end game, of course, where everybody seems to have taken steroids and they're plotting to kill me. That's the one thing I love about Shogun 2, though. It seems at the end, everybody just pours their resources together and they go hardcore kill you mode. Realm Divide, for example, man, Realm Divide is scary, because then everybody pulls their like immortal armies out from their ass and just sends it after you. And in Fall of the Samurai, they make one faction at Elite, and those guys just dedicate their lives to eradicating you from the planet. And it looks like the Utsunomiya are sending their troops north. I think they're at war with somebody, but I'm not sure. Probably the Aizu clan. Or whatever.